Every year we start with the same desire: motivation to get better, passion to make a lot of money, get a better version of yourself, get in the best shape of my life, complete this, complete that. Even myself, I used to put all kinds of goals at the beginning of the year: business goals, lifestyle goals, fitness goals, and just put everything on the paper, and maybe eventually I will check it by the end of the year to see if I made any progress or things like that.
Last year, I set out my goals, and out of 20 goals, I only successfully completed 5 of them. It's not that I wasn't doing anything or not improving, but I didn't focus too much on my goals. First, because there were too many, and second, because I was losing attention. Today, we'll talk about attention, how we can improve it, what changes should we make, and how can we win in 2024. Let's get it.
Let's start with the number one thing that is taking our attention, and that is our phone. And I know that most of us, even myself, probably use the phone for business ideas, social media stuff, something that it's really important to us, but it's still taking our attention. That's our job as creators, to chase your attention and to keep you there. What's also bad about that is that we lose patience. For example, there's something loading on the screen and we can't wait for it, and we pick up the phone and just scroll to social media without even thinking about it. And that task will take up your attention, and eventually you don't have the concentration, focus, or the interest in the task that you primarily wanted to do. Now, the simple question is, how can we change this? The best thing you can do is to put your phone somewhere out of sight so you cannot see it to use it. Studies have shown that cognitive capacity was significantly better when the phone was out of sight. So basically you can put it in a drawer or somewhere, or when you want to do some work, read some books, just put it out of your sight and you no longer think about it. You're focused on the task that you want to do at the moment, at the present. That's how we'll have more focus and concentration, and we will do that task more efficiently. Other things you can do also is to set a time limit on the apps that you are using the most. For example, TikTok is very famous for scrolling and people just binging on it. So you can set a time limit through your phone. Just go to settings, screen time, app limit, and add limit. Now, another thing that helps a lot of successful businessmen and entrepreneurs, they like to get up early in the morning to get shit done. Why is this? Well, basically put, when you get up early in the morning, there's not a lot of things that you can scroll through or talk to because people are asleep. There's not many things happening on the social media, so you can more easily focus on your work. Now, this is not very necessary, not primarily, because everybody has different shifts of work, also different schedule, but you can set up your own schedule. For example, Elon Musk goes to bed at 3 a.m., gets up at 9 a.m. For him, that's a schedule that he's been used to and he's going through it, he's working through it. Set up your own schedule. The best circadian rhythm that you can try to attend for your health is somewhere around 11-12 p.m. and then getting up like 6 hours later. But like I said, everybody has different shifts and it's not very easy for everyone to accomplish that. One of my goals for this year is to get up really early. I will try to get up around 4 a.m., 5 a.m. We'll see how my sleep goes, because this should not compromise your sleep. Sleep is a very important factor for your focus and concentration. You can't put aside sleep in order to get up earlier to get stuff done, because eventually if you get up very early but you didn't have a good amount of sleep, you will be sleepy, you'll be lousy, you can't do the work efficiently, so you just did nothing and you'll probably get a nap. One of the things that also prevents you from having a good amount of quality sleep is your phone again. You probably heard that using your phone like 30 minutes, 1 hour before bedtime, it prevents the production of melatonin, which is your hormone for your circadian rhythm. It's very important for your sleep quality. I know it's very difficult to not use it like 30 minutes before bed, but try some of these options, like start reading a book, or maybe if you have a TV that is not very close to your eyesight, it will help you get to sleep without impacting that melatonin production because it's not very close to your eyesight. Just make sure you put a sleep timer on your TV so it turns off, for example, in 30 minutes, because you'll eventually fall asleep and maybe some loud noises and stuff will wake you up, and you don't want to break a circadian rhythm when you've already fallen asleep, because that will eventually also fuck up your sleep. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk a little bit more about goals, goal setting, and how this can really help you achieve better results in 2024. We are still at one keyword here: attention. You listen? So attention is everything. And if you set your attention on one goal at a time, your chances of successfully completing that goal are increased. Let me give you a simple example. I want to run a full marathon under 4 hours this year. And this is my primary goal right now because my marathon is on March 16, I think. Now, at the same time, I also have a goal of squatting 150 kilos this year. Now, if I try to get both done in, let's say, 3-4 months, now both of these tasks are interfering each other. Strength is the primary quality that I gotta focus on in order to increase my squat, and endurance is the quality that I gotta train in order to improve my time in the marathon. If I do both in the same time, we both know that that doesn't work like that. So I gotta stay focused on one goal at a time, complete it, and then move on to the next one. So in my case, I will first focus on my marathon, get the best time I can, and then as I finish with the marathon, I will shift my workouts and everything to successfully complete the goal of squatting that weight. It goes the same for every goal in every area, business goals or lifestyle goals or relationship goals. So you just want to focus on one thing at a time, and then when you finish and successfully complete it, check that out of your list and then move on to the next one. Now these goals, we can look at it as long-term goals because I'm preparing this marathon for 6 months from now, so that's a long-term goal. But I also have short-term goals that really help me achieve what I want for my long-term goal. What would that be? For example, let's get the marathon. I want to get a timing under 4 hours. My short-term goals would be, for example, having a 30-kilometer run with 4:55 pace. And if I check that, I can see that I'm on a good pace to successfully complete my long-term goal. And if I'm not, I can maybe do some changes, maybe invest some more effort, time, intensity in order to complete it. Or maybe I will change the goal. Don't be afraid to change your goals. You can adapt your goals eventually if you're being real to yourself, and if you see that the short-term goals are not adding up, you can modify that goal and still have it successfully completed, but with a little bit of adaptation. So it's still January, still the beginning of the year. You can modify your life to these changes, adapt to some new lifestyle, get out your comfort zone, and try to really pursue some of your goals, some of your dreams this year. Make a plan, organize yourself, organize your life. You can do a lot better. We just gotta do a little tweaks in our lifestyle and we can be a lot more successful. One of my goals is to reach 10,000 subscribers this year. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's hit that goal. See you in the next video.